Optimists believe you should try to turn every disaster into an opportunity. But with landslides, it's best to just take the opportunity to run. Boulders are very rarely polite enough to stick to their own lane. It looks like the cliff is throwing up. And in a way, it is. Where there's smoke, there's an avalanche? Sometimes even the trees fancy a change of location. Luckily, this guy is a lot more secure than any part of this rock face. Some events start with a bang, and others end with a boom.
Oh man, look at this one. Oh man. Oh, boom. Oh man.
An unfortunate person's home in Japan being swept away by the forces of nature. This is known as the Jurassic Coast, and the rock falls that occur along it can be of dinosaur proportions. On a glacier, you need to keep your eyes open and your feet ready to run. A luscious carpet of green suddenly becoming a smoky shade of gray. Yeah, I don't think that umbrella is gonna help much, unfortunately. A rockfall in New Zealand, which is truly on a Lord of the Rings kind of scale.
Whoa. No way.
It's a dry landslide, but it looks like a raging black river. They're not just unfortunate rock climbers. This is their job. A biblical kind of landscape and a rockfall on a biblical scale. A great way to completely ruin your beach holiday. Thanks, rapidly crumbling cliffs. My gosh is one of the many expressions you could use to describe this. Others are not as polite. Tragically, this landslide in Peru buried several homes. The hills are alive with the sound of a whole collection of falling trees. A raging torrent of trees, rubble, and dust. And it's quite a sight. Now might be a good time to reverse. Very, 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 very fast. Would this be the best or worst place to be during a rock fall? I can't decide. looks like the entire mountainside is wrenching its jaws wide open. Even when a rockfall is inevitable, it sometimes needs a helping hand to get going. You don't often get photobombed by an avalanche. We can joke about how unsafe this looks in the first place, but we also need to remember that this is someone's home, someone's life. Planning a trip to the Alps this year? Maybe you should change your mind. One of those moments when you're incredibly grateful to be far away from the most picturesque part of the landscape. Everyone had been evacuated, but that doesn't change the scale of the destruction we're seeing. No, it's not an optical illusion. Part of the Earth just appears to be walking away. And the man on the moped doesn't even look slightly concerned. An entire hillside separating from the road like a slice of bread from a loaf.
Spingere, cavalli. Spingere, guarda che là c'è l'acqua sotto.
This place looks like it's in a location that's seen its fair share of natural disasters. How do people know the exact moment to start filming these things? Any ideas? Let us know in the comments. It might seem to just be a few small rocks, but give it time.
Oh man, look at this one. Oh man. Oh man. Big one, little thing.
A very pastoral scene that's about to become very intense. Yeah, personally, I think the car who's decided to wait has the right idea. I think I'd be the first to back away too. It's like watching the bottom drop out of the world. Glacier carving never ceases to be a mind-blowing sight. Watch the guy on the bike, and imagine if you were him. From a distance, it seems as if the entire mountain is in motion. can they be this calm? As retaining walls go, this one is not great. After all, it doesn't retain much, does it? When Mont Blanc does an avalanche, it does it bigger and better than most. This really isn't a sight you want to see from your snowmobile, or anywhere for that matter. Those placid blue waters are about to get a whole lot less placid. You get the feeling that this event was definitely not on the script for that day. He's choosing to get out of the car. I'd be choosing to reverse at high speed. Someone's life literally falling apart because nature just decided to have a bad day. Well, I suppose being above the avalanche is preferable to the only other option.
Avalanche! Avalanche! Stay back! Where are you? On top of it.
You kind of get the feeling this is just gonna get worse and worse. The earth started to rumble, and then the earth started to move. It doesn't take Sherlock Holmes to figure out this sequence of events based on the clues. When it comes to dramatic points of view, they don't get more dramatic than this. Wait for it, and here it comes. Is that a house? And if so, could it have been any closer? That's one Indiana Jones-sized boulder right there. A day at the beach goes about as bad as it could possibly go. This mountain really needs to give up smoking. Do you think it's trying to vape? Imagine just trying to live a normal life, and then one day, this happens. Did you see that explosion within the dust and rubble? Power lines, perhaps? With the ice in the foreground, this event looks even more astounding. Could they have been standing in a more precarious position? It's pretty unlikely.
out behind you.
You need to be very good at reversing in this job. Yep, they're running. And so would I. And I wouldn't stop until I got home. A rolling stone gathers no moss, but this landslide seems to gather everything.
Fire, fire, fire.
Has anyone ever regretted choosing a parking space more than this guy? Yeah, I'm gonna say they didn't see that coming. A snow avalanche is no joke. Is the world coming down, or is the cameraman going up? A man-made rockfall now, but no less impressive for it. Wait for the end. There's a satisfying boom.
Oh, it's moving slow. It's falling. Oh, boom. Oh, man. Oh, my goodness. Oh.
A general store that generally couldn't be in a worse location. After torrential rains, this was the scene on Taiwan's Highway 7. These climbers have taken it upon themselves to clean up a climbing route.
Whoa!
Hence the falling rocks. The only type of landslide we'd welcome is a landslide of new Akimbo fans. Make the earth move for us by clicking subscribe.